Hello my friends, welcome to Dave's Skillet. Today's menu, asparagus soup. You're going to need 2 small onions chopped or 1 medium, your choice. This is a yellow onion, 1 pound of asparagus, and you'll be cutting those, actually washing them first and then cutting them into chunks like this, right? As soon as this comes up, we'll grill these onions, put a little bit of a brown on them. Now I put in 2 tablespoons of canola oil, but you can use, whatever oil you like. Put a vegetable oil in there. Or you could even use olive oil. Now this is a remake of my first video on asparagus soup. I didn't like how that came out, and I forgot to put the ingredients in the description block below. Oops, my bad. Anyway, I got 2 cups of chicken broth going here, and as soon as that's browned up, I'll go ahead and put this in there with the asparagus itself. It's going to take about an hour to cook this, maybe longer, I'm not sure. And at the end of it, I put it in the blender. If you have a stick blender, use that. And we'll blend up the ingredients, put it back in the pot after we sieve it, and let it simmer for about another hour. And then we season it to taste. I've put 2 tablespoons of clarified butter in here. You can just use regular butter if you like, or you can check out my video on clarified butter. Okay, we'll be back when this is ready. Make yourselves comfortable, get yourself a drink. Here we go. Okay, time to drop in the asparagus. Use a little bit of a kosher salt. About half a teaspoon. Really good stir. Give it a couple of minutes before we add the broth. I'm going to use 4 cups of this. I don't have 2 of these, so I've got to put it in one at a time. If you have a bigger one, you're doing pretty good. The day I bought this, they only had this size, so that's why I got this size. And we'll put some cracked pepper in there. Not a lot. A few cranks of it. And in goes the broth. This is room temperature, not cold at all, so gotta be careful you don't pour in stone cold water into a hot glass. Might break it, which would be very bad. And in it goes. Now that drops your temperature down a lot. So it would take a while for it to build back up. Got to put in one more bouillon cube. That's 2 bouillon cubes in total, chicken bouillon cubes that I'm using today. These are Nor brand. I like these because they're soft and pliable, and they blend rather quickly. You can see how it's like dough, you know? Play-Doh, chicken Play-Doh. Now, we will be back in about an hour and see where this is at. Not going to cover it, although I suppose I could. I'm just not going to cover it today. You can, if you want to speed it up to 30 minutes, put a cover on it. But I think if you let it cook longer, the longer it cooks, the more flavors you pull out of it. We will be back. Okay, we're back. And it has reduced down quite a bit, and the asparagus is ready for the blender. Now, I will have to add some more water to it. Otherwise I won't have very much soup, I'm afraid. So 2 more cups. I don't know if I have to add any more chicken stock, but we'll see. So that's a total of 6 cups of water in total. That's going to cool it down. No, doesn't need any more. Doesn't need any more stock. If I add more water, I might have to, but it seems to be okay. All right. So, what we do is put it in the blender. So we got to blend this up. I don't have one of those stick jobs, so I use what you have. Do it that way. I'll have to add some liquid to this. Oh, that's looking lovely. I can smell this. It is so divine. Stick blender would be much better for what I'm doing here. Then I can just whisk it all up right in the pot. This one is better at it. So what I'm going to do is sieve it, because I can get the rest of what I need in there doing it this way. So we will just sieve the pot and then add what we collected in the sieve in the strainer into there. Okay, actually got it all out of there. Wasn't that much in there, but don't want to leave any clumps in there. There we go. Won't need those because it's all going to go right back into the pot. I'm going to turn this back up to a 3. I've been doing this on a 5 so far. I think down to a 3 will be sufficient. Now I need a bit of liquid. Gotta put a bit of liquid in here. A bit of a leak down there, no. I think that should be enough. Wipe up the spills I'm making. Yeah. Oh, good grief. I'm a spiller today. Well, I won't be able to clean the stove underneath the kettle at the moment because that's going to be pretty hot. I'll get to it later. Now, put that on there. Gotta put my towel over it so I don't burn my hand, just in case. Okay, there we go. That's enough, I believe. That's a bit hot. I'm going to do it this way just to... That is leaking. Yeah. I have to do something about that. Yeah. It's a leaker. I got a leaker. My seal is not sealing correctly. I must have screwed it on there wrong. Oh well. Yeah. I'm pouring it everywhere, but where I want it to go. Alright. That's today. Whew. Right. I don't want it too thick, so I don't mind doing it this way. Although if I need to put some more thickener in there, then I'll just add the rest of this. See how it goes. It's not really going through the strainer too quickly, but yeah, we'll get it there. The spoon would work better on that. Yeah, that's working better. Wooden spoon just wasn't cutting it, which is kind of odd, but there you are. I've almost got a paste going on here, and that's fine. I'll be able to take some of this paste to thicken the soup with, if I need to. Let's see what we got. It's a bit watery-ish. Yeah, that's a bit too watery. I'm going to put half of that in there. See what we get now. It needs more. Now it's correct. All right. And I think we're just about done here. If you want more soup, you can always add more broth to this, or water. Oh yeah, that is really good. It needs just a little bit more pepper. Needs no salt, by the way. Even though the asparagus was fresh, we don't need any salt. The broth took care of that. So don't be adding any salt to it, because that will, I believe, ruin it. And sometimes you just have to not add the obvious. I'll have to check on my seal on my blender, because that really was a surprise. Oh yeah. That is asparagus soup. I reckon I'll have a cup of this right now. It's done, so you don't really need to keep the stove on. You can turn the stove off at this time. This soup is done. That is so nice. This will go so good with a piece of toasted bread with some butter on it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, or even some crackers. That would be quite amazing. I'm going to turn that off now because I don't want to overdo it. So folks, bon appetit. Hope you enjoyed. Comments below. Oh yeah. Huh. Cheers, my friends. You're going to love it. It's one of the healthiest soups you can have. And it's raining outside, so perfect timing.